Hello, welcome to Gemstone Tarot weekend reading, but also the Christmas reading. I don't know if it's fallen on a weekend before since I started doing it. Probably has, but anywho, do you like my Christmas jumper? Yes. I watched, of course, as part of the whole, experience of leading up to the holidays, I watched Die Hard 1 a couple of nights ago. Oh yes, and I'll be watching 2, but maybe, they get a little bit after about 3, don't they? But it's tradition. So, and at the bottom, it doesn't say what you think it's going to say. Just says that. Yes. So, yeah, I think traditionally every year I do my Christmas reading and usually it comes out really dark, doesn't it? So let's see if we can do that again. I try and sprinkle a little bit of Christmas kind of cheer and all that stuff, but hey. Ugh. I'm drinking like lemon juice, ginger, cinnamon, honey. I'm trying to get my voice back to normal. So yeah, it's eye-watering. Let me know what you're doing. Let me know if you hate Christmas as well, because you're welcome here. It's a mixed bag, isn't it? Sometimes, some sort of little tag in here. Sometimes you feel all zippity-doo-dah and it's chestnuts roasting around an open fire, and other times it's more just kind of, can I get through this, isn't it? So whichever spot you're in, leave me a comment. I'll try and pull this thing out of my jump. Oh my God, what is that? There's some sort of label in there. Okay, I'll deal with that later. Let's have a reading. It's Christmas. Are you tired of it already? Let me know if you're tired of it. Can you detect a slight note of cynicism? I'm not always the biggest fan of it, I have to say. But here we are. So weekend tarot, what do we need to know? For whatever celebrations or sufferings we are going through this weekend. Oh, I love it. Let me know particularly if you do something very non-traditional, like do you just go to KFC, or do you, I don't know, some people go away for Christmas, some people go to, I have a friend who goes to a hotel, that's quite good, that sounds very tempting actually, and then someone else does all the cooking, which is nice. Of course, our old friend Mercury retrograde is the gift that keeps on giving, and that's coming, the energy of that's already happening, so let me know how that's going for you as well in the comments section. Oh, cripes. It's not bad, people, it's not bad. In fact, it's good compared with what I normally do, okay? So let's just stop there. So no turds on the top lip or anything like that. Let's have a looky-see at the cards. Whoa. Let's just see what it looks like if I turn the brightness up on my monitor. Oh, that's better. That does look good. So we're still using the Christmas Winter Wonderland Radiant Rider-Waite. If that makes sense at all. But look, it actually looks nice. It actually looks quite festive, or quite festival, as they say. Notice in the middle the big toot and horn of Judgment. Judgment, past, present, future, ushering in, it's a bit like Scrooge, the ghosts of Christmas past and all that stuff. There's a feeling of Mercury retrograde creeping into our weekend. I would link justice, which you can't quite see that is justice. Let's try and do that. Yeah, I would link justice. Never occurs to me to just move the camera a bit. With judgment. I feel that these two go together. There is something a bit karmic about this Christmas weekend. So if you've got, and loads of people will have, family visiting, all that sort of stuff, expect things around the table or things between you and your fam. It's like that kind of ancestry vibe where someone comes up with something. Do you remember the time when? And you're like, did we? That kind of thing. So just expect the whole Back to the Future vibe, okay? Because it feels like there's an unboxing of just some old information or some karmic information. Expect as well greetings, texts and calls from people that you haven't kind of spoken to for a while. This happens anyway around holiday season. For some of you, a couple of you, there's romantic people, significant others, people you may be estranged from. You know, anything goes, the whole jamboree. We have the Seven of Cups here. So I think the most important part of it is not to particularly get caught up in too much of the spirit of that. If it is a karmic message or someone tooting the horn from the past, you know, you might want to just see how it pans out, because with justice attached to it, I feel like, and I never feel this normally actually, I feel like karma's slightly being dished out. And I'm not that kind of person, as in I don't really think like that. So you may enjoy that. You might enjoy that. People who've irritated you, or somebody who has had it coming for a long time in some department, it may work out that way. And you may get to enjoy that. That could be the greatest gift you've ever had in the holidays, okay? Then we have, and I like this as well, we've got the Two of Pentacles here in the middle with the spearmint sweets. And we've got the Three of Pentacles. And this is pulling together as a team. And also a little bit juggling. So do expect delays and adjustments. And I don't necessarily mean that in the negative sense, but you know, somebody can't eat this, or you need to sit them next to this person, or you need to juggle around. These are very practical considerations when you get the Two of Pentacles. You know, this person doesn't want to do that, or this toy doesn't want to behave, or the dog's going to do that and has to go to the vet. You know, it's all this kind of kerfuffle. It's not big kerfuffle, it's just minor kerfuffle. And good organisation, which we talked about the other day, may help you a little bit, but don't overdo it, okay? No one needs to be whipping out the Tupperware like we said the other day. Okay, we've got the Ten of Pentacles, and this is a lovely time. So if you are spending time with family, there's a solidity about this. There is a karmic thing about it. You might talk about the past. There's a healing element to that as well. The Justice card wants to see things healed. It wants things to meet each other. It wants the ends to meet, if that makes sense. And there's a nice sanguine nature about this whole reading. It feels like, it feels fair. And I don't know what that really even means, but it does. It feels fair. And then here, gorgeously, we've got the Star card, Aquarius energy, which is nice because Moon moves into Aquarius on the 25th of December, 0713 in the UK. So have a look where it is for you. And Aquarian energy, of course, is about the group. Very good for parties, for networking, for family. So you may find as well that you're celebrating a bit with your online friends, with your online family, as well as your family in real life, or your fur baby family, or whatever it is for you. Okay? I like this reading. This isn't too bad, people. And then just over here, the Four of Cups literally could just be a warning not to overdo it with the eating and the drinking. Someone here refusing that glass of wine, you know. So maybe, you know, don't obviously spoil it for yourself, but just, there might just be a point of overindulgence where you feel, you know, I might wind my neck in on this one. Or maybe Uncle Bob needs to wind his neck in on the port, you know, that kind of thing. Let's have, ooh, I've been on the port. Right. Seasons of the Witch, Yule Oracle. Swing! I forgot I had this, to be honest. It was sat right next to me. Oh, this is really nice. Okay, Seasons of the Witch, Yule Oracle. These are beautiful. Let's fiddly widdly biddly bop back. felt like that one. We may yet get our darkness. Oh, yes. Nice. Nice. I'm going to take 2. Oh, that's nice. Ooh. Ooh. First off, we get cold moon. Cold moon. Take with thy the dreariest of moments, release me for their tongue, and nourish me with light. Cripes. Is the cold moon a thing? As in, you know, like a blue moon or a harvest moon. Is there a cold moon? Oof. It's okay, we could have got chills. Ooh! The cold moon is a full moon that occurs in December. Like all full moons, it represents illumination and brings clarity to things that have been hidden. That's kind of tuning into our karmic aspect. But we don't have that. When was the last full moon? We got new moon yesterday. So we better look back at it. Was it the 8th of December? It was. We had a full moon in Gemini. And Gemini is what's spoken. So this is about words that are spoken as well. Having a full understanding of a situation allows you to release what held you back. This is karmic, the judgment card. And see resources you might have missed otherwise. Now is not the time to give up. There is support and help for you. The cold moon is shining on your spread, guiding you to see how many resources you have. You may have to look in unexpected places. In other words, you might have to dig deep. Or you may need a change in perspective. You could be focused on what's wrong rather than seeing the additional pathways to success that are available to you now. And then the other card we get is Silent Night. This is the thing I do like about this holiday period. And this is awful, isn't it? I like it. I used to like it because it can be quite bustly. There can be people around and stuff a lot, and relatives and God knows what. And I always used to long for the time. It was about, I think it's about 3 o'clock on Christmas Eve, when the is it King's College used to have the choir, and they'd sing the carols, and I would light a candle and I would be on my own. And this was my most favourite and precious time. Just a couple of hours, maybe I'd be wrapping some gifts or whatever. But I loved that time on my own. So it says, if by night the world should sleep, a sleep so deep the silence be deafening, which it isn't these days really, there would sound nothing at all. At all nothing would sound. So the way that I see this is take a moment for yourself. Whether you're with people at Christmas or whether you're not, take a moment for yourself and just hear the bell of the silent night, okay? We got away with it. This year wasn't too dark for the Christmas reading. Leave me a comment, have a good one, and I will see you soon. Namaste.